Hey guys.
Alright guys, we're here today to do a Patreon request on this Patrono right here. Words of Farewell, Stories to Forget. That's the name of the song. Words of Farewell is the name of the band, in case you were wondering. And fuck it. Let's just run with it.
What do you think genre-wise?
Let's not do this. Let's just go in like blindfolded.
Okay.
Alright, let's just go in like we don't know what we're doing.
Okay.
Which is exactly what
exactly
what's happening. All right, let's fucking do it. Sounds like Trivium. This opening.
cool song, and like,
I feel like there's a but coming.
yeah, it's such a cool song. Like, amazing guitars, feels good, good vocals, good everything. Shit, fucking name of the band though, man. Words of Farewell is not a good name for the band.
Wow, that's where you went with this?
Yeah, but like, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's, but isn't it a good thing? The fact that my one gripe is the name of the band is kind of shit for the music, what it is. Like, for the sound of the music, Words of Farewell does not sound like Words of Farewell. Also, isn't it kind of like falling in reverse, like a little bit tedious? Like, isn't farewell technically a word of farewell?
Yeah, I guess.
Right. So like.
No, but words of farewell could be like a Dear John letter or a letter that you write to somebody saying goodbye.
Dear John, what is the Bible again? Like,
no, Dear John is a letter that is when you're married to somebody or you're with somebody and you break up with them and you write them a Dear John letter.
Like, don't say these sort of words, like my words of farewell. Like, no, like, farewell or goodbye.
Well, farewell, that's for a man
maybe
with
maybe
fewer
like,
words.
Yeah, maybe
words.
like, I don't know. Like, it's
Dude, that's not a gripe to have. The name of the band is your gripe.
Yeah,
here?
man. I don't know.
Really?
I don't like
Wow.
I don't like it. I don't like it. If for the music that has been made, does not fit.
So you're saying that Falling in Reverse fits with the music that they make?
Yeah, because it's backwards music for backwards fucking name. No,
All right.
but like, come on. Like for a band like this, Words of Farewell doesn't really. It doesn't make me think of this music. Nor does it make me think of like.
Okay, what makes you think of?
I don't know, words. That's like having.
Sounds very proggy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like, and especially with the
like
name,
very philosophical
stories to forget too. I was expecting like dun, 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 and then like very like really nice vocals, kind of like a mixture of
Caligula's Horse
with that band from Denmark,
Vola,
because I like his voice too, and so like, you know, a mixture of that. I was thinking very proggy, because that's what the name kind of gives off.
But the way it started off very much like Trivium. But actually, the whole sound is very Trivium-like, I found, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you see, that's why I'm saying, like, it doesn't really fit. That's like having a band.
That opening, the song, didn't remind you of Silence in the Snow? The way Silence in the Snow opens?
Kind of.
Now, once the song got started, just that sound coming in, and reminded me a little bit of that Silence in the Snow, the way it comes in.
It's like having a fucking black metal band and it being called, like, Dragon Force. It doesn't fit. Doesn't really fit.
All right. Can we move on beyond the gripe that you have with the name of the band, which to me is the least of anybody's concerns?
Hey, it's the least of the concerns. Listen, this channel wasn't to be like, oh, like, let's only the music. If I have a grip with the name of the band, I'm gonna fucking say it. The name of the band is stupid, but the song is really good.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Speaking of the gripes that we normally have, watching this video and seeing the solar systems and all of the stars, stars and whatever.
I mean, the fucking gears, the grinding of the gears.
No, the stars on the screens and whatever. Yeah. I was like, is that the Pleiades? Because that's where the aliens come from, the Pleiades. I think I've seen them in some Ancient Aliens episode.
Oh, I saw the gears, and I was immediately thinking about the Nightwish album, where there were just a bunch of gears.
Remember? Oh, I thought you were thinking about that computer that was found in Greece underwater. It was from a time before time.
Yeah, it was Jesus's computer.
And now people think it's a time machine.
No. He was just trying to load up Bing, or Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves? I haven't heard that. Wow. I haven't heard that in a while. Ask Jeeves. Wow. Is that still around?
Well, back then it was Ask Jesus. But, yeah, like, you know.
Okay. Anyhow.
Ask Jeeves.
A song. Let's talk about the song. I almost forgot about that, which is the reason why we're here.
No, I was saying, I really like the song. The song has like this good dynamic to it.
I thought your gripe was going to be that the song could have used some clean vocals.
No, I don't care about the clean vocals, man. I think the harsh vocals fit because the song itself had a nice flow
super melodic,
very melodic. So the melodic, in my opinion, the melodic parts help me not care about the fact that there's no clean vocals, and I don't always need clean vocals in my songs, because his harsh vocals are very nice, and they're
harsh
audible,
enough that you still understand.
And
they're
audible.
Saying.
They're audible harsh vocals, so I enjoy audible harsh vocals. And when I say audible, I mean like I can understand every word he's saying. Like I can tell he's putting an accent on some of them, like he's playing with the words, but I can still understand what word is which, right? So
But I know
I'm
you're a
really,
big fan of the whole clean vocals in the chorus and that kind of. So I thought that was gonna be
oh,
your
of course,
gripe. I thought that
of
was
course,
gonna be.
of course I do. But if the song doesn't call for it, the song doesn't call for it. Or if the band is not how it is, then the band's not how it is. I really enjoy audible harsh vocals though. So I think that also kind of helps that too. The vocals are good, guitars are good, everything is really good. Even the music video, I enjoy the music video. It's just them with panels, and the panels are showing different shit. But I like how it's not just behind them because it kind of there was a shot from behind him, and in front of him was the gears too. So it's nice to see that it's not just like
Yeah, Gears
one
of War.
side of panels. It's Gears of War.
There you go.
So the song itself, I really enjoyed the song.
Me too. Me too.
Very trivium like you said.
I think that it starts off with that opening. That opening was like Silence in the Snow.
Yeah.
The way Silence in the Snow opens, but
It-
it continued beyond that. It's a
the
very
dynamics
trivium
between
like.
the melody and the harshness. It not as harsh because
Not vocally. I'm talking about musically. The song musically is very.
I'm talking about musical harshness because
Yeah.
Trivium does have those chug moments, right? But I feel like this is just a heavier version. It's a heavy version of Trivium aspects. Like it's not Trivium. It doesn't sound like Trivium like
But you
fully.
can see some.
But there's aspects in there that there's like little DNA that Trivium
some
has.
influences there.
But I think they're turned up a little bit
One
on
of
the
the
heavy scale at least.
one of the things that's I shouldn't say surprised me, but one of the things that I thought was really cool was the guitar solo, because I was not expecting it.
Me neither.
I was expecting like a band like this with this kind of sound. Maybe what they're gonna do. I wasn't expecting a breakdown either. You know what I was expecting? I was expecting the melody of the song just times two, and they would just kind of overextend that melody and have that riff play out that melody through a stretch of. Through the stretch where the solo was in, but instead of the solo, just run the same melody of the song, but with layers on it, or like something along those lines. I was not expecting a breakdown, and I was definitely not expecting a solo. I was expecting something more mundane, if you will. So the solo for me was a nice surprise because I really digged it too. It was more technical. But it matched in melody the way the song comes across, super melodic. So the solo has that same sort of melody built into the way it sounds, into the way it comes across. It really completed the song, and the guy's really good on the guitars. They're a really good band. They're a really good band. They're a really good band. I really like their sound, and like I said, like you said too, I really enjoy the vocals. And for a song that's this melodic, to have that consistency of heaviness coming from the vocals, staying consistent all the way through, I think the good thing about that is that it doesn't fall into that stereotype where you have harsh vocals and then clean vocals in the chorus. It's becoming a little overused, in my opinion.
It's not overused. It only feels overused when you find a band that doesn't cut it.
That's true too. When the band puts it together and it doesn't feel
Because
together,
for a while
or if the vocals are not very good.
Because for a while we were doing
I guess
bands
you're right.
that had the same feeling as the newer I'm trying to remember the name of the band now. Lorna Shore. Like we were doing bands that had the similar sound.
Well, you mean the symphonics with the deathcore?
Yeah, symphonic deathcore, but it was very. You can tell where the inspiration was coming from.
Some of them felt like they wrote the song, and then after the song was done, okay, let's insert now some symphonic elements into it.
Exactly.
And they feel like they're worlds apart from one another. They're like
not remembering that Carnifex. They were doing it before. So
yeah, that's true too. That's true.
They don't get the recognition. I mean,
they've done it before. Even Lorna Shore did it.
That's what I'm saying. The World War X, that album had some nice symphonic shit.
Yeah, but even before that, Carnifex is a band that's not been afraid of going outside the box and bringing other elements.
I just feel like they don't get the appreciation that they should get.
I think in the deathcore scene they probably do, but
outside of.
But it's funny that to me that. Maybe you're right. Maybe they don't.
I don't think they do, even inside the deathcore scene.
Maybe even inside the deathcore scene, they don't. I don't think people give them their due, because being such a versatile band as they are, because they are, from record to record, they're very versatile. If you listen to some of their more earlier records, they're a lot heavier than what they are now. They have a lot more melodic infusion into their sound. But the new record now is a little bit more of a throwback to the old records in terms of the heaviness. But they're a band that from album to album tries different things and stuff like that. And maybe because of that, they don't get that recognition, because they're not as consistent in terms of how they sound album after album after album. And some deathcore fans perhaps feel like, oh, that album is more death metal, or their album is more symphonic or whatever. I don't know. I just, for as good as they are and for as long as they've been around and the influence that they have been on other bands, they should definitely get a lot more recognition than what they do. I agree with you
I
on
think
that.
so. But yeah, I feel like going back to what I was saying, we were doing some bands that had that inspiration, but we weren't.
And by the way,
We weren't saying.
Lorna Shore was doing the symphonic shit before this new album
Yeah, of course, of course.
with
But,
Will Ramos and
but
before
this
the
new
EP,
album
but it
brought
wasn't
it
as
up.
good. It wasn't as good.
It wasn't as good. But I think we weren't. We didn't have problems with it because some of the bands were really good and they incorporated the DNA really well into their own sound. But then when we started getting the bands that didn't do it so well, then we felt like it was oversaturated and it was overdone and stuff. So it's not that it's overdone. It's the fact that it's not
Done properly.
It's not done properly. If it's because even if this band did have clean vocals and it was an amazing song, you wouldn't be saying that because it was done properly.
That's true. All right. On that note, the bottom line is he hates the name of the band, but we love the song.
Exactly.
So it is what it is. On that note, guys, we'll see you all at the next one. And thank you for everybody that watches our videos. We really appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts on the band, on the song. Hit us up in the comment section, and we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.